Today we have a double whammy of wrongness. Yes, I'm not just wrong about one game on my top 100. Apparently, I'm wrong about two of them. Now let's pass over to the Chasing Meeples to tell me what I'm wrong about.
Hi, it's Angie with the Chasing Meeples podcast, and I'm here to tell you why you're wrong. Now, Chris was supposed to join me, but I can't find him, so I'm going to do this on my own. Ollie, your list was a pretty great list until you got to number 63, Watergate. And I mentioned I was having a hard time. I'm trying to find my words, trying to make them concise and intelligible, but I'm having a hard time. So I decided to go to BGG because, a lot of pleasant people on BGG. So I found a fella named Aspinator. I don't know if it's as. He rated this a 3. I liked this game a lot when I played the editor side, but as soon as I played Nixon's side, I felt the unbalanced pile of trash that the game is. If you don't believe me, try it. The game is so unbalanced, Holly. It is so unbalanced. You need to start from at least a position of equality when you start. You want to feel like both people have an even chance of playing this game and winning, and that's not the case. This is an uphill battle, and you feel it right away. He gets this little benefit of being able to look at the documents. That is nothing. And even if their cards are similar, that's really nothing too, because people are coming at him from all directions. And it is so hard to start building something, a defense and an offense at the same time, getting your momentum and trying to keep maybe the first player so you can have more cards to play. It's an uphill battle to do it. And it's no fun. And even you said it, Ollie. As Nixon, you're just trying to stay alive. Is that really what you're trying to do? Just stay alive? That is no fun. You need to change this list. I have never flipped a table. This game, I flipped the components. I was not going to flip the table. I didn't want my bananas to fall on the floor. I love bananas. Watergate, I wouldn't recommend it, and you need to take it off your list.
I do get that Watergate can feel a little bit unbalanced because some of the cards are super strong, but I do think both decks, both the Nixon and the sort of press decks, have those strong cards in them. But maybe if you do draw them, if you're a bit unlucky with a draw, you do sort of feel that yours aren't as strong. And yes, it is a bit of an uphill battle, but that only fuels the satisfaction when you finally do win as Nixon. And I've done it. It is possible. Trust me. But hang on. Am I wrong about another game as well? Apparently so.
Ollie, can you hear me? Ollie. Oh, man. All right, so I'm floating in space right now because of your number 29. What is that? Galaxy Trucker. You put it on your list. I know. I didn't really like that game to begin with, but you put it on your list, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Well, here I am, floating in space because you're number 29. And, buddy, I respect you a lot, but kind of blame you for this one. But anyway, you know what? Regardless, though, it's safer up here in space than it is right now in my house after I just beat Angie playing a game of Watergate. The words that were coming out of her mouth. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, you do. You talked about the speed building phase, right? So phase one, it is all about going as fast as you can, picking those tiles, making the right moves to place your ship and build something that, well, isn't pretty much a hunk of junk. I'm not that good at this game, hence where I'm at. So, yeah, you could say, Chris, you put shields on your ship, you put guns on your ship, but it is so random. I put shields on my ship. I put shields in front. But you know what? I didn't put them in the back. I'm good. We're good. It's good. It's good. Right now, those guns and those shields were about as useful as this pod's ability to make me a decent cup of coffee. Yeah.
Chris, how about some toast to go with that coffee?
No, not right now. So let's talk a little bit about that second phase. That second phase, I totally agree with when you say it is there to screw you. And like it takes that to a whole another level. Okay. So I know about what 75% of what is coming at me. But you know what? It is so random. How am I supposed to prepare for that? How am I supposed to prepare for that and build a ship that's not as useful as a wet paper bag? Because pretty much every time I play that game, my ship's that. Woo! There's some people that enjoy that. They even think it's funny. But these are probably the same people that tell you they can make it all the way to the end and not end up with negative points. Well, let me tell you, this game, Ollie, much like a game of patchwork, leaves me cold and not feeling so good about myself. Negative points. Here's the thing. Yes, this game is an experience, but it's not an experience I enjoy. You ranked it at 29, buddy. I gotta question that judgment. Ollie, you're a star. I think this one's gotta go. Can you let Angie know I'm probably gonna be late for dinner? And I'll be bringing some friends along. Okay, you're reading that upside down. You gotta turn it over.
Well, thanks at least, Chris, for giving it a go. Just because it's on my top 100 doesn't mean a game is for you. And I kind of 100% agree with your problems with it. It is super lucky. There is a splattering of chaos. I love that chaos as you've built this spaceship, and yeah, you might not have the deflector, the shield in the right place. You might have it facing forwards or to the side, and it's from behind that you're getting sort of obliterated from. Yes, that's all right. You are very much right on it. But I just love that chaos. And that's why it's fun for me. But it's not going to be for everyone. Now let's find out if Chris and Angie ever manage to meet back up. Will the Chasing Meeples carry on? Let's find out and hear a little bit more about them.
Where is he? This better be him.
Hello. You're probably expecting Chris right now, but instead you've got me, Toasty.
What are you?
I'm a robot with a toaster for a head that Chris so cleverly named the Toasty.
Can I talk to Chris?
Well, Chris is currently not quite on Earth. He took Ollie's ranking of Galaxy Trucker at number 29 a bit too literally, and now he's somewhat of a real-life Galaxy Trucker himself.
I don't even know what to say. Can you put him on the phone?
I'm afraid Chris is busy right now, but he had an idea.
Great ideas, Chris. Great ideas. I can just imagine.
Why don't you tell the Meeple chasers out there where they can find us? You know, on social media and stuff.
The Meeple Chasers. All right. Yeah. Hopefully I won't be doing it alone, Meeple Chasers, but you can find us on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We have a YouTube. We have a email. You can definitely email us at chasingmeeples@yahoo.com. We're very receptive. We're very open. We are on Thread. Not sure if anybody knows what that is, because I'm not really sure yet what it is either, but we're there, of course. We've got some great things, some upcoming things, some things we're going to do live at some local cons. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So watch out for that. If you listen to our podcast, you know that we have a very, very lighthearted take on board games with a sprinkling of hilarity. So I would appreciate all your support.
Great job, Angie. You know, this reminds me of something Optimus Prime once said. Until that day, till all are one. And I believe today you're all one in this mission to bring Chris home. Every like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, every follow on Instagram, every tune into our podcast, they all help. They're like little energon cubes powering the engines that will bring Chris back to Earth. We need a real push, a surge of power. We need you, our loyal Meeple chasers, and all the newcomers who've just stumbled upon this space oddity. Together, you can bring Chris home. So are you ready to join the cause? Are you ready to stand up and be counted? Because together, you can ensure that Chris doesn't have to wait until that day to return. Let's make it happen now. So who's with us?